What's up YouTube, Brian with the MXT channel. I'm out here on my turn track playing around on the DR650 trying to get a good feel for this suspension that I'm getting ready to completely redo, service and do springs and valve the shot. But this video, it's not about the DR. Kind of about the DR, but it's mainly about the Kawasaki Versus. It's weird. It's about the Versus. I'm not on the Versus. Hear me out. I wanted an adventure bike at one point. It was back before I had kids, and the Versus was kind of like that affordable adventure bike to me that I knew I could do some pavement on. And you know, it's a nice fuel injected parallel twin that you're never going to have problems with. It's always going to start easy. It's always going to run good. And that's kind of what led me to it. You know, I had planned to put knobbies on it, and I wasn't as versed in bikes those size and those wheel sizes when I got that bike. And I picked it up. I got a good deal on it. Went to Ohio and got it, and came back, put knobbies on it, and started riding it. And if you guys remember right, I actually crashed it in a gravel parking lot, going very slow. Kind of got sketched out. There didn't seem to be any reason why I lost the front wheel. That video's up on YouTube if you want to go watch it. Just type in MXG Versus crash or something, it'll come up. So then I start doing some research and realizing that, you know, the Versus has a 17-inch front wheel. 17-inch front wheels are about as bad as you can get for off-road, and that was fine, but I didn't realize they were that bad on gravel as well. That's why you don't find any adventure bikes with 17-inch front wheels. You might find a few with 19-inch, but most of them have 21s, because that's the wheel that does the best off-road. And I thought, oh, no problem, I'll just get a 21 wheel for my Versus, no problem. Well, there was a place out west, I think it was like Willie's Wheel Works or something. They made them for a while. They quit making them. The few that were left were worth their weight in gold. Couldn't find them anymore. It just really wasn't an option. So I did the next best thing. I took a Shinko taller rear tire and I put it on the front. And it basically converts the front from a 17 to a 19. Pretty much. And let me tell you, that helped immensely. It really did. It makes the bike way more viable. It's fine on gravel now, but still not quite where I would want a bike like that to be. And then, you know, I kind of found out that I'm not doing any touring, and I'm not doing any interstate riding. And if I do, I can go just as fast as I want to go on my DR. So that Versus kinda, yes, it's nice to have it around for those certain days, but there are other bikes that are more important to me. I would like to get a 690 Enduro R at some point and probably replace this DR, or maybe one of the Suron Ultra Bs or something to play on. That are just way more important to me than that Versus. So I've come to realize I'm just gonna put that Versus up for sale. So you guys can go back and check through any of my Versus videos, see the kind of stuff I've done. Some fairly gnarly stuff. Me and Mike got lost a few times, him on the Africa Twin. There were some places I didn't know if I could get out of on that Africa Twin, but we were able to get out on the Versus just because lower seat height, lighter bike. The Versus has so much going for it, but that front wheel just kills it. If I had to pick a second thing I didn't like about that Versus, it would have to be the seating position. The seat kind of throws you, like puts you a little forward and slides you into the tank, almost like a sport bike. And there's a mod to raise the front of the seat up. I've done that. It helps a lot, but still, it's not where I want it. If I'm gonna put miles and miles and miles in, I'm just as comfortable on the DR. So, I think this DR suits me fine for my dual sporting now, but at some point, I want a newer, fuel-injected, better suspension dual sport. And I'm gonna have to sell the Versus. Something's gotta go. Probably two things are gonna have to go. But the Versus definitely is one of those things. So anyway, just letting you guys know, my Versus 650 is officially going up for sale. I'm gonna start the bidding at $4,800. So if anybody's interested, 2012 solar flare yellow, 10,000 miles, nothing wrong with it, already has the knobbies on it. Let me know if you're interested. Meanwhile, I'm going to go totally revamp this DR with suspension, tires, and some other stuff, and try to make it more capable. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.